Hi everybody, welcome. So today's video is going to be a declutter and organization of my entire makeup collection. Since I started making videos on YouTube, I have accumulated a lot of makeup, but I have not been very good about actually decluttering and organizing and getting rid of some of it. So my collection has gotten a little bit out of hand and I need to organize it. So I figured that I would just film myself doing that. As kind of a second part to the video as well, I recently purchased the Allie Glines full makeup bag collection. Allie is one of my favorite beauty YouTubers and I am so excited to give these bags a try. So basically, if you're unfamiliar with this collection, she's got a number of different bag options. I purchased the full collection, so it comes with this really big makeup case here, and then inside you get 3 other cases. I hope you can see this. So you get a medium-sized bag in here as well, and then 2 smaller ones as well. So basically, I just thought that I would use this to kind of help organize some of my makeup and share my thoughts with you as I go and show you how much I can actually put in here. And then as kind of a third part to this video, I figured I would give some short product updates as well. So there are a number of products in here that I have done first impression review videos on my channel. So I figured I would just give you some short little updates, let you know whether I'm still using it or I'm not, and my current thoughts, things like that. So this is kind of going to be a 3-part video. Again, we are going to declutter, organize, and then share some product updates as well. I have a feeling this is going to be a really long video, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. All right, you guys, so just so you can see, this is kind of what I'm starting with here. This is my makeup desk, basically. I film kind of right here. This is just in like the corner of my bedroom, and it is kind of a disaster. So as you can see, I'm very bad about actually picking up after myself and organizing makeup after I film a video and after I use it. So just so that you have some context, I guess, this is where I am starting. This is not all of my makeup. I also have more makeup in my closet, which I'm not going to show you because that is even more of a disaster. Basically, I'm just going to take all of this makeup, bring it into my living room, and then we will go ahead and start the declutter. All right, you guys, so I've got everything out here. I hope this is an okay angle. I'm kind of cut off, but whatever, you don't need to see me. So basically I have this big kind of basket filled with all kinds of products. In here, I have lip products in here. And then I've got the bags over here that I'm gonna try to organize things in, as well as a few other little organizational things. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is actually go through all of these products. I'm going to throw away what needs to be thrown away. And then I'm gonna separate all of these into face products, lip products, eye products, and then palettes, and then try to organize from there. So the initial kind of pass is done. I went through everything, separated it out, and I really only threw away the products that I knew were really old and that I couldn't use. And I will likely, as I go through kind of like, these are all my face products, for example. So as I go through this and start to organize, there are likely going to be some things that I'm going to get rid of, but I saved that so that I could actually talk through some of those. Again, mostly everything in this bag here is just really old. You probably saw me dump all of those lip products into here. Those were all really old. I won't probably use those anymore. Next thing I'm going to do is probably go through all of my face products over here. I have a ton of face products, so I will go through those, and then I'm trying to figure out where I actually want to put those. I think I'm going to empty out this lip basket and actually put all of my face products into this little basket here. So again, these are most of my face products. I still have more in this basket over here, but this is just going to be kind of an initial pass. Most of this stuff I'm probably going to keep. First update I have for you is the Bare Minerals Original Liquid Mineral Foundation. Did a full video on this. I stand by what I said in that video. It's a fine foundation. It really doesn't do anything for me either way. It's kind of right smack dab in the middle. It's not the best foundation I've ever used, not the worst foundation I've ever used. I reach for this from time to time. I'm gonna keep it in my collection, but again, everything that I said in that video, I still stand by. So that is that product. Same thing, let's see, Sephora S Clean. Still really like this one. I reach for this from time to time as well. Gonna keep that in my collection. The Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation, still really like this as well. I'm wearing this today. This is a great foundation as well. Butter Believe It foundation. I actually have not used this one since I did the video. So this is something that I am hoping to revisit soon and continue using as well, but I'm going to keep that in my collection for now. Butter Believe It Putty Primer. I think this is actually something that I'm going to get rid of. It's just, I don't use primers that often. I didn't feel like it really made that big of a difference, and I don't really think that I'm going to reach for this, so this I'm going to actually throw away. Bronzer is going to keep both of these. I really like both of these. Still going to use these. This is my sad little CoverGirl powder that I use every day, so I'm obviously keeping that. Same thing with my CoverGirl Clean powder. Use this every day for contour pretty much, keeping that. Okay. More updates for you. CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear. This is a great foundation. Still use this. Keeping this. The Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint. So this is a product that I need to make a separate update. But basically, the beginning of the year, I changed a medication that I was taking, and as a result, my skin has been changing a little bit. Again, I need to make a separate update on that. I won't get into it now, but basically my skin is trending more on the combo oily side right now, and this is a very, very hydrating product. So this one, while it's a good product, I have not been reaching for. I'm going to keep it in my collection because I do foresee myself using this if my skin ever becomes more dry or things like that, but I have not been reaching for this lately just because, again, my skin is trending more on the combination oily side as of late. This is a good product though for those of you with dry skin who want something really hydrating, so still stand by what I said on this in that video as well. While we are on Milani, the other product that I have to give an update on is this Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. I used this in a video as well. I have really been enjoying this. As I mentioned in that video, I have been grabbing this just on the days that I'm not really wearing any makeup, and this just tones down the darkness underneath my eyes a little bit. So I'll just put this on top of moisturizer again on the days that I'm not really going anywhere, doing anything, but just want to even out and tone down some of the darkness. So I still have been enjoying this as well. And this Milani Multi-Stick, haven't really been reaching for this, but it's a fine product. I'm going to keep it in my collection. If I ever want a cream blush, I could probably use it there. My trusty Complexion Rescue Defense, keeping that. I love that. The Neutrogena Hydra Boost, I know I have a couple more of these too. This is a really great drugstore foundation. It's a really light coverage, kind of like a skin tint, but I just love the way that this looks and feels on my skin, so I reach for these. These are all different colors, but this one's pretty much gone, so I'm going to throw this away and keep these two. The Bare Minerals Bronzer, this was my most recent video. I love this product. I have been reaching for this every day this week. Go check out that video. I really like this. Gonna keep that. Master Chrome Highlighter, love this as well. Obviously, Tarte Shape Tape, gonna keep this. If anybody's tried the new Tarte Shape Tape Creamy Concealer, let me know. That one is on my radar because I always complain about this being too dry underneath my eyes, but it is one of my favorite concealers, so gonna keep this as well. Rare Beauty Foundation, did a video on this. Still stand by what I said there too. This is a fine foundation. I wear it from time to time. These, the It Cosmetics CC creams. I need to use these in a video. I really love these. It's been a while since I've used them, but before I started making videos, I used to use these all the time. Really love these. So these I am going to try to use in a future video. Let's see. L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, definitely keeping this. Favorite foundation. This is a product, this Sugar Rush Skin Treat Skin Tint from Tarte. I did a video on this recently too. I really like this. I have been reaching for this a lot lately, especially like I mentioned, my skin is trending kind of more oily lately, so I really like this. Going to continue using this. This Amazonian Clay BB Tinted Moisturizer. I don't even know if they still make this, but I do know this is really old, so I'm going to get rid of that. Also, L'Oreal True Match I don't even remember when I bought this, but it's honestly not my favorite. I never reach for it. Gonna get rid of that. And then, so e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. This is another product that I did a first impression on my channel. I do not like this. I have used it again since that video. My experience has been the same. This is a product that has gotten a lot of mixed reviews. I feel like people either love it or they hate it. I just cannot get this to work for my skin. It gets really greasy. It really breaks up. It looks really patchy. I don't know. It doesn't work for me. I'm tempted to hang on to it just because, but you know what? I'm going to put this over here. Maybe I'm going to think about that one because I'm probably not going to use it again. I've used it a couple times. Like I said, just not my favorite. e.l.f. Putty Blush. Yeah, I'll keep this. I don't know. It was fine. I might find myself using it. And then these last two products, I still really like this Clinique bronzer. For the price, I would recommend the Physicians Formula, but I'm going to keep this since I have it. All right, next up, I'm going to move on to eyes, specifically mascara. So these are all of my mascaras. This is where my first little bag is going to come into play. So in the bag right now, these are all of my Maybelline mascaras. If you missed one of my last videos, I tested all 27 Maybelline mascaras, so check out that video if you missed it. But I put all of these in here just for the time being, and I actually really like this case for mascara. So I think I'm going to keep this case reserved for mascaras. I'm going to declutter some of these Maybelline ones though. All of these in here are brand new, so I don't really need to get rid of any of them, except for the ones that I know I don't like and that I won't use. First being Great Lash Clear. I will never use this, so I'm going to get rid of this. And then in that video, I didn't really share my opinions on anything because I wanted it to be very like unbiased, but I think people said that it would be helpful if I at least said which ones I liked, which I will change for the next video. But two that I did not like at all were these falsies. I have the Push Up Angel and Push Up Drama. These were absolutely terrible. I don't know. They didn't work for me. I'm going to get rid of these because I'm not ever going to wear them. So I think I'm just going to hang on to the rest of these. None of these other ones were, I liked some of them. Lash Sensational was one of my favorites. Cat Eyes was one of my favorites. Falsies, I think Falsies Flared, I preferred to the actual Falsies. So yeah, I'm going to keep all of these because I know that they are good to use and I will keep giving some of them a try. So over here, these are all my like non-Maybelline mascaras right now. L'Oreal Voluminous is one of my favorites. Going to keep that. Bare Minerals Lashtopia, also one of my favorites. Going to keep that. Also have a mini size of that. L'Oreal Telescopic. Don't remember what I think of that, but it's newer, so I'm going to keep it. Butter Blow Up Mascara. I still really like this. I reach for it from time to time. Going to keep that. Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is a new one. I'm going to keep it because it's a sample, but this is, I really like this. It's really volumizing, but this always smudges on me. So that's the one downfall, but I'm going to keep it, I guess, just because. Lash Blast Clean and Lash Blast Fusion. Really like both of these. Lights Camera Lashes Mascara from Tarte. Really like that as well. And then let's see, what else do I have over here? Oh, Lash Smoothie. So been using this a lot recently. Really like the Lash Smoothie from Tarte as well. But the Clinique High Impact Mascara, I'm going to keep this. I did a video using this recently, and I really like that one. Let's see here. Oh, the Ilia one. I need to use this again. This was one of my favorites for a while, and then I just kind of like stopped using it. This honestly kind of looks like the Lash Smoothie, which is weird. I didn't realize that before, but going to keep this one as well. Snapscara in blue. I like wearing blue mascara on my lower lash line from time to time. Going to keep that. Lash Freak, never used this, but it's new. Pat McGrath, Fetish Eyes. I really like this one, but it smudges. I'm going to keep it because it's expensive and I don't want to get rid of it. So I have not used the Bad Gal Bang and I have not used the Lancome Lash Primer, so I'll keep both of these. Haven't used the Blink Mascara, going to keep that. This Babe Lash Mascara, I love the Babe Lash Eyelash Serum. This mascara came with it. I do not like this, so I'm going to get rid of it. And L'Oreal Age Magnifying something. I don't really remember my thoughts on this, but I know it's not old, so I'm going to keep that one as well. So I think that's all of my mascaras. They just like barely fit in here. Let's see if I can get it closed. Not too bad. That's about probably like as full as I can get it, but I am going to take it. I'm going to keep it like this for now and call that good on the mascaras. I'm going to do lip products next before going into the rest of my eye makeup, because basically I already got rid of everything that was old. And there's really not anything in this bunch that I don't really like, I guess. So I'm just gonna plan on keeping all of it, and I'm gonna try to fit as much of it as I can into one of these little cubes here, because I actually don't have like as many lip products as I thought that I would. So just a couple of my favorites here. Lifter Gloss, I love this. This is a great drugstore lip gloss option. Same with my Clinique. This is the Even Better Lip Pop. I have mine in the shade 03 Romanced. I really like this lipstick. It's a great everyday lipstick for me, so I'm going to keep that as well. And I also really like the Tarte Sugar Rush Lip Oil. This is the one that came in the Pretty Basic collection, but I reach for this a lot, and I just really like wearing it on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, everything else is like pretty standard in here. So yeah, I'm just going to keep it all. I'm actually going to set these aside and put these on the top. But let's see how many I can get in here. Okay. So it barely fits. I think the only downfall with doing this and with the mascara too is that I've packed these so tight that I really don't have any room to like look through them. So if I'm trying to find something in here, I'm gonna have to take all of this out. I would probably like ideally have this halfway full so that I could kind of like, you know, I guess look around in it. I might have to figure something else out for that. I'm just gonna keep these in here for now. I'm gonna see if I can get them all in. I might not be able to. Oh, there we go. Okay. Might have to come back to that one. It works for now for the purpose of storing, but like I said, the downfall is that I'm gonna have to, I don't know if I can really like reach through here and grab a lot of stuff, but got that one packed full. So these are kind of all my other little like random eye products that don't really have a home. I think I'm going to probably have to put these in another one of these little cases. So we'll do that. Basically, so let's see, anything in here that I want to get rid of? I'm gonna keep these. So these are the e.l.f. liquid shadows. I did a video using these as well. They weren't my favorite, but I might find myself reaching for these for like a base of some sort. So I'm gonna hang on to them. And then, let's see, this is probably really old. I don't use brow gel. I'm gonna get rid of it. Eyeshadow primer. This is not old, so I'm going to keep it. I don't really use eyeshadow primer all that often. If I need to prime my eyes, I usually just use concealer, so I'm going to keep that. These e.l.f. shadow sticks I actually really liked. I did a video using these as well, so I'm going to keep these. I've got some of the Laura Mercier eyeshadow sticks as well, so I'm going to keep these. I really like the L'Oreal Brilliant Eyes liquid eyeshadow. Lash glue. Need some lash glue. Some miscellaneous eyeliners here. I don't really use eyeliner, but again, I know these aren't old, so I'm going to keep them just for the sake of keeping them. Some random kind of like brow products here, another eyeliner. So these actually, I really like the Bare Minerals. These are the loose mineral eye colors. And these are not the full size. I just kind of keep collecting samples of these because they often include them in the like gifts with purchase, but I really like these loose shadows, so I'm going to keep these. And what else do we have here? This ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Ritz. I put this on as a shadow topper today. I actually used this shade on top of my Bare Minerals loose eye color in the shade Celestine, something like that today. So that's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I really like this. So let's put this into here. Okay, see, this is much more manageable because now I can actually kind of like sift through here and find what I'm looking for. It's not packed to the brim, but it works, so cool. All right, pretty much have all three of these filled. I think what I'm gonna do is, let's bring this over here for a second. Normally, basically this bag collection is made so that all three of these kind of fit in here, and that then you can zip this up. It's got a handle on the top, so you could like travel with it if you needed to. But I think that keeping them in here and just storing them is kind of a waste of space, because I could take all of these out and then actually fill this with makeup, which is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take these out and store them separately, and then I'm actually going to fill this with makeup as well. I think I'm gonna put palettes in here. So I'm gonna put this to the side and get all of my palettes ready here. So these are all my palettes, and I know that I said I was gonna try to put them in here, but now that I'm thinking about it, I had them in this basket before, and I think I liked that better. So I don't know. I'm gonna save this and maybe see what else I can put in here, but I'm actually gonna put my palettes back in this basket here. So first up, Soft Glam. Love this palette. Gonna keep using it. My Tarte palettes here. Love these two. I've got regular Tartelette, Tartelette in Bloom. I'm gonna keep both of those. I also have my Tartelette Give Gift Get set, which has the Little Bloom, Little Juicy, and Little Toasted. Love all three of these. Done multiple videos using these. Going to keep these as well. So my Tarte Pretty Basic palette, I really like this one as well. It's a cool tone neutral palette. I did compare this to the original Tartelette as kind of some like dupes in there if you were looking to save money or wondering whether or not you should purchase it. But if you don't care about repeats, I do really like this palette. I think that it's a nice one, so I'm definitely going to be keeping that. Wine and Only, I like this palette too. Super different, don't really have anything else like it. And then what else do we have here? Oh, ColourPop That's Taupe. Love this one. I feel like I kind of was hard on this palette when I initially made my video. In particular, I was really hard on this slated shade because it was my first experience with a Super Shock glitter shadow like this, and I didn't quite know how to use it. But honestly, like, this is one of my favorite palettes ever. I love this. And let's see, what else do we got? Bare Minerals. This is the Gen Nude eyeshadow palette in the shade Rose. Love this as well. Used this recently. Gonna keep that. Sephora Pocket Palettes. These are okay. Gonna keep those. Rare Beauty Magnetic Spirit Palette. Again, gonna keep that. This Sephora collection, S Clean Clean Bouncy Eyeshadow Palette. I haven't reached for this lately, but I do like this, so I'm gonna keep that. I've got this Milani kind of like face palette. I'm going to keep that one. I really like the Too Faced Sweet Peach. Haven't used this in a while, but I'm going to keep it. And then I've got a CoverGirl face palette. Okay, I'm going to keep this too. This is just kind of like some random eyeshadows in here. This Makeup Forever palette, I don't know even why I bought it. You can see I've barely ever even used it, but this is really old. I don't think you can get it anymore. It's unlikely that I will actually use this in a video, but it's like one of those things that it just makes me happy, so I think I'm gonna hang on to it just because. And then, so the saddest one of all is my Marc Jacobs Lolita palette. This is an absolutely gorgeous palette. This is probably my favorite eyeshadow palette of all time, but you cannot get it anymore. And for that reason, I'm gonna keep this, but I just won't use this in any videos because I hate using things that people can't get, but I'm gonna keep it. And then my Too Faced Mini Chocolate Chip. This one I am actually going to get rid of because this is really old, and again, I know that I probably will not use it. So, okay, those are all the palettes. Okay, so the more that I thought about it, I've had a change of heart. I'm going to take my lip products out of here, but at least you could, I guess, see how many lip products I can fit in here. I'm going to put these into this box that I had them in before. It works. And then I'm going to use this for some face products. So what I'm going to do is dump these out one more time if they haven't already been out enough today. And I think I'm going to put blushes, actually, yeah, we're going to put blushes in here. Okay, I think those are actually all of the blushes. So those kind of fit nicely in there, blushes and highlighters. I'm gonna go with that. And then I'm gonna put foundations in here because that is where I had them before. You know what? I lied. I'm gonna put concealers in here. Sorry, this is a really unorganized video because I've never made one of these before and I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure this out as I go. So yeah, thanks for bearing with me here. I just, like, all of these Physicians formula packages are really chunky, which kind of sucks, but you know what? I'm going to put them in with the foundations because why not? I just don't really have any more patience to find a new spot for them, I guess. All right, you guys, so this is pretty much all of it. I'm going to put it back where it belongs, and then I will kind of show you a final shot. But one other thing I just wanted to show you, I guess, on the Allie Glines makeup bags, in case you were curious, is I'll just kind of show you how these all fit in here so that you can see. I've got blushes and bronzers in here, some random eye products in here, and then all of my mascaras in this one. And then you do have room if you didn't want to have a separate basket like I have for palettes. There is room in the back to put some palettes as well. You could probably get, well, that's 4, I guess. Let's see about some of these bigger palettes. So this is my Soft Glam. You could probably get 2 in there if you wanted. I know that the other thing is there is space on top of here. So say you had 1 palette there, there's actually kind of, I don't know, probably about 1 inch of space here. So if you wanted to travel with more palettes, you could lay them across here as well, and they would fit that way also. So that is just kind of an example of some more of the stuff you could fit in here if you wanted to. I think what I'm going to do is, I didn't actually end up using this big one, and I think the reason that I decided not to is just that on kind of like a daily basis, none of this is anything that I'm really like gonna store. So I still want to be able to access it, and putting it in this, I don't know, I guess just didn't seem practical. So I probably will keep this empty for now, and that way if I do need to travel, it's available. I just made a mess of this. I'm gonna have to reorganize it again, but basically, yeah, that is how kind of all of these fit together. And then I think I'm just going to keep these makeup bags out so that I can easily access these products, and then this will just be something that I can fill with maybe like extra products, miscellaneous things that maybe I need to get rid of, anything like that. But it will be nice to just kind of have this separate as a big empty thing if and when I need it for anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick the rest of this up. I'm gonna put it back where it all belongs in my bedroom, and then I will show you a final shot. All right, you guys, so I know this isn't super exciting or super organized, but this is what I'm working with. So this is what I'm gonna show you. Basically, the only thing that I guess I didn't really talk about today was just my brushes. I had a ton of brushes out there, but they have jars back in my closet, so I basically just put those away. But again, my plan is to keep the makeup bags right out here so that I can easily access products, and then I obviously have my basket there of face products as well. And then my basket of palettes, I put that back in my closet because that is where I usually keep it. So I'm sure there will be a few of those palettes that I find myself reaching for and using that will end up on here at some point. But yeah, I am gonna call this good for now. Again, I mean, this is kind of the best I could do for the space that I was working with, I guess. So I'm happy with it. Again, I have this mirror over here that I didn't have there before, but that is where I usually put it when I'm actually filming something. So at least now I have plenty of space to work with and kind of lay out the products that I'm using in each video. And then, of course, most importantly, I did get rid of a lot of old products that I'm not going to use, and lighten the load just a little bit. So as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful, especially hearing some of those product updates. I hope that that part was at least helpful. So if it was, you guys, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in my next video.